Alright, good evening everyone. So I finally got out to play with the Equinox, just a few little hunts, and it's doing pretty good. I really like the machine. This is kind of my little camera setup I'm trying to rig up so I can do better videos. I got my phone attachment here, but I got a GoPro as well. But trying to get it to where you can view the display and a little bit of the coil at the same time. Nice little articulating arm though. Anyhow, a couple good things I'd like to tell you about this is the arm cuff here is nice. It's nice and low profile, and it's got a good stance. For the most part, it don't tip over, other than I got this big clunky thing hanging off. But I heard a lot of complaints on the Minelab Monster that it was too tall and unstable, so people set their machines down and it tumbles down the hill. This looks, it could probably go a little wider. I mean, the arm cuff's wider. They should have probably brought it out a little wider, but it is pretty stable overall. And it's easy to adjust. You got a little screw nut down here and a couple holes to slide it forward or back to your preference. That's about where I set mine. Definitely durable. I know the Go Finds were kind of flimsy a little bit, but it feels durable. Everything feels durable. Overall, it's nice. It's a nice, stable machine. Very light, of course, and the beautiful display. Nice and crisp. After I read a couple things on the forums, and the upper two shafts are aluminum, but I think the bottom is possibly carbon fiber. But I think someone was saying they're all aluminum, but of course you don't want aluminum by your coil. Anyhow, just thought I'd point that out. Let's see what else. Still learning the target ID numbers. I found a lot of the pull tabs fall about 15-16 area. 14 karat gold ring, I had a small one, wedding band, hit it about 12, which I've also found nickels at about 12. So I'm starting to learn a bit about the target IDs. I have a kilo of silver just for fun I put on there, and it maxed out at 40. Depth, from what I've seen at air test and played with, it does hit stuff pretty deep all across the board. But of course that's an air test, and when you get ground mineralization, dirt, if a coin's in the ground long enough, it builds a bigger matrix and stuff and makes it, it helps with the detection, all those factors. And of course headphones, you can get deeper targets, pick them out. But air testing's proved pretty nice. I'm hoping to get some other depth tests soon. I don't really have a test garden. Arizona dirt's kind of hard. I'd have to fill it with completely different soil. But anyhow, it looks good and it feels good. One little thing I noticed here, and it's nothing big, but this final adjustment down here, I noticed it has a very slight play in the twist. This area can twist if you do it. I mean, it's not going to do it in just normal use, but I noticed just twisting these two a little bit, it has a little bit of play that could have fixed, but not a big issue at all. It's very light, and man, I'm enjoying it. I think it's going to be fun. Definitely won't take place of the CTX or the E-Track for those that question that. It's just a complete different machine. You don't have the color displays and the ferrous conductive readings. You have the single digit or double digit numbers. You don't get both of those readings, so you kind of have to learn a new scale, but it's not hard. Most machines are that way, so it definitely won't replace those. Of course, they didn't make it to be that way, or why would they make a machine like a third of the cost outdo the other two? That wouldn't make sense. This connection, when I saw it on the videos and stuff, I didn't like it. It looked kind of weak, like a weak spot, if you bumped it too much. But it's actually pretty durable. It's a nice screw-on connector. I wish they ran the cable up the center like they did on the CTXs. That was kind of nice. My XP Dace is completely wireless. That would have been ideal, but of course that kind of has issues with water and stuff. And the Dace isn't waterproof, so another thing to think about. Anyhow, I just wanted to give you my opinion so far. I've had it maybe 24 hours, so don't set anything in stone. I'm still learning it, and I just want to share with you my experience and hope you guys learn from it too. I played with the modes a little earlier today on some targets, and I noticed for the most part they're all your different modes. the target IDs kind of stay the same. With the Deus, sometimes you change frequencies and it would change your target ID quite a bit, you know, so it's kind of nice to know they're all stable and you don't have to learn like 4 sets of numbers. And you do have the options of different tones. You have like 1 tone, 2 tone, 5 tones, and 50 tones. 50 is too overwhelming for me. I got on 5 now, which is all right. I'm fine with 2. I learned to dig with the Tesoro, so even 1's fine. And anyhow, there's a lot of good tools here to work with to learn that might help you improve your digs and determine what you want to dig. You just got to learn how to use them all. You can't just go with the basics. You know, of course you can, but you'll improve your finds if you can utilize all the tools. You learn them all and you utilize them. It's going to be the best benefit to you. Make sure you dig the pull tabs because they hit right in that same range as golden rings. I know they're frustrating, but if you throw them away as you go, there will be less in the future, and that way you'll get the rings. That's how I found most of my rings. You got to dig a lot of targets, but it pays off. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to share more with you. And I hope you guys get yours soon. I know it's frustrating to wait, and I feel for you. I was fortunate, and I just want to share it with you. Have a good night, and thank you for watching.